Hello and welcome back to another 6-scale figure review with me, your host, That Metro Mania. And today we're finally starting to dabble in the old We're starting to finally dabble in the old Hot Toys Dark Side collectible extravaganza thing that they have going on. And we start out with Darth Revan. This is a Legends character, if you didn't know. So this means this guy isn't real. He's fake, doesn't exist. But Hot Toys decided to make him exist in 6-scale form because he's got an awesome design, just like they did with Starkiller, which I should have momentarily. Not like in this video, but like momentarily, like I almost have him now. But I've been putting this guy off for a little bit because I've had a lot of heavy hitters coming out and some very specifically timed videos. But I'm very much looking forward to finally opening this guy up because he's definitely been one of the top contenders for wanting to make a video for recently. And here he is. Here's the box. Normal Hot Toys Star Wars stuff. Picture of the figure. Another picture of the figure. And your normal words on the back. This is a video game character as well. So it is a video game masterpiece figure. And I'm very excited to take a look. So, without further, let's get the box out of here and get him onto the spinning turntable of evil. So here he is out of the box, and I just have to start out by saying this guy looks awesome. He's got so much going on, but in a way where it looks really, really good. The biggest fault I have with him on initial is the fact that Hot Toys refuses to make a hood with either a wire that is strong enough to make the hood look like it's supposed to, or to make the hood that's actually good, because they never do. The hoods suck every single time on a Hot Toys figure. It always looks like garbage, and it never quite sits the way you want it to, and it irritates the living hell out of me. But other than that, this guy's got a lot of fun goodness going on with him, and I mean, he just got a lot of shelf presence, and he's going to probably look really good wherever I figure out where to put him, because I don't really have a space for characters like this right now, so I'll have to figure that out at some point. But, you know, maybe with a few more, we'll find a home for him. Anyway, let's take him off of the spinning turntable now and talk about this guy and his very, very different yet cool design that he's got going on here. So, like a normal Jedi or dark side character, he doesn't really come with all that much. He comes with 2 lightsabers, of which you saw previously. He's got his very long yet beautifully shiny red lightsaber. This thing's got a very simple design that, you know, reflects normal lightsaber kind of designs. It's the other one that really, really goes out of its way to be different. This is a very unique lightsaber design. You very often do not see something like this. Not elegant. It kind of looks kind of annoying to hold at times, but it is a very unique and interesting lightsaber design that has a purple blade as well, and I absolutely love it. But I don't know how. Like, I feel like this would be uncomfortable to hold in my hand for very long periods of time. But maybe it helps channel that evil energy out of him. We do have a purple and a red slash, which, you know, I'll never use, like normal. And in current Jedi fashion, we do have USB-powered versions of both said lightsabers, in case you wanted that. And also, we have our Mighty Morphin Power Coin, because the Dark Side Collection has these exclusive coins in case you really, really wanted to collect coins, which I don't. So I think I only got this for him and Starkiller. And I don't really care about the rest. It is die cast, which is crazy. So you could probably use this at Chuck E. Cheese to get, I don't know, like a Chinese finger trap. There's nothing to display this in. There's not like there's a little container for it that I'm aware of. That'd be cool if Hot Toys sold like a, look, here's a container to show all your dark side coins. I would be more inclined to collect the coins if they gave me a box to collect them in. Like a little display box. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that would be super cool. Kind of like the coins that the like Masterpiece Transformers had, like a collector's box like that at one point. It's kind of lame though. But I don't see the purpose of these. Again, it's just like my Power Rangers power coin. It's cool, I guess, as a gimmick, but I would not go out of my way to collect the power coins of Star Wars Dark Side characters. But here he is, helmet on, hood off, just so we can talk about it a little bit more. And that helmet is crazy cool. I love the red around it. It looks super good, almost Mandalorian, but not. I do wish Hot Toys would do the original Mandalorian Jedi. That'd be super cool of a figure to have. But he's, like I said, almost got that Mandalorian feeling to the helmet. And it's really nice. You definitely see that almost T-visor look. I love that single visor going around the front. But that red really does it for me. I love red accents like that. You see there's very good weathering on it. Definitely looks like it's been used for a while. Silver and black make for a very good design choice. And here on the back, we've got a bunch of detail that would be hidden away behind the hood, which is a shame because it is some nice detailing overall. Like some good sculpt work went into this one. You can see there's like a very clear line where it just kind of like, if I got rid of that red right now, you might think this is the helmet from The Mandalorian. But I absolutely love the way this helmet looks. I think it looks fantastic. And with the hood, it should look really good. But again, Hot Toys just like bare bones the hoods. So no matter what you do, it's never going to quite look right. And it's a real shame because it feels criminal to this figure. Because the hood's always going to have like this like weird stick up bit. And I've tried desperately to get the hood to like sit down and do something. But it always just looks weird. And it's always going to like TP and point because the wire, if there is one in there, which I think there's a very weak one, as you can see there, it's really weak and it's almost worthless. It's like asking a toddler to bench 300. You know, it's not going to happen despite how much you want it to. Anyway, we do have more going on here. And with a color that I can only describe as Dead Space Bronze. It's a very interestingly different color. And I love the way it looks. It almost looks like medieval and archaic in its design. It's a bit darker in reality. On camera, it is a bit brighter. It's definitely more bronzy copper in reality. This kind of brightens it up a lot more. He does have these nice shoulder pads that are covered by the cape, which is also wired. Kind of wish this one just draped. I wish Hot Toys would just give me a drape cape and a wired cape so I could just choose the drape cape every time, because drape capes are so good. I'm sick of being stuck with these wired capes that don't always sit where I want them to. But yeah, you can see we got some straps going on here, which are connected to the cape, which the continuous flow of color goes all the way down. There's just very intricately woven in designs, yet it feels simple at the same time. It's complicated, but not so complicated that you can't quite figure out what's going on, which I like a lot. And it kind of continues that pattern all the way around here. On the back, we just have this nice simple band. But you can see this elegant flows of color. You can see where they connected it right here, which looks a little off because it's not quite. But it flows nicely, and it's, like I said, simple yet complicated at the same time. Like you could see there's nice design in there. There's weathering. It's really good. I like the little bits of black in there. Again, we got this little belt piece. Then we have these straps which connect the evil circle, which has his like these little fabric bits that go around, and it includes this red one. And then it just kind of like drapes out into this. I'm trying to think, there's another figure that has a material like this, and I can't remember what it is. Oh, it's Boba Fett. Boba Fett has the same feeling from the 2-pack, the Boba Fett 2-pack. It almost has the same feeling as that. With this one, it is really nice, and I love the way the red drapes, but it's not like centered. It's kind of like leaning off to the left, and I'm not sure why that is. But hidden under here, we have some Sonic the Hedgehog rings, which look really nice. but they do get hidden away depending on what angle you're looking at. Like from my point of view, I see it from more of like a bird's eye view, so I could see it, but you can't really see it from where you are. The gauntlets, simple is best. You just got like the nice outlined black lines with the overall color in the middle. Like I said, it feels very Dead Space in its coloring and kind of design, which, speaking of, I would love a 6-scale Isaac Clarke. I love Dead Space. Dead Space is such a good game. But yes, this figure, it's so elegant in its design, and it just looks really good. It even has detail that you wouldn't even see normally, like these shin guards, which are a nice deeper, darker color that lead to these shoes, which are split up a bit. And it's very, very nicely done overall. So I'm very happy, for the most part, with the way this has turned out. I just wish that Hot Toys could get their hood stuff in order. And in order to compare him to something, I don't really have a guy to go with him. So we're just going to pull out some dark side baddies, and we're going to see how they all look together. So I pulled out the other 2 dark side masked characters that I have in my collection. Don't ask why Kylo doesn't have his mask on. I was too lazy to take the neck piece out of the box that I'd have to find. Wasn't dealing with that. So pretend he's got his mask on. So we have the 3 evil masked men with dark red evil lightsabers that are in my collection currently. And I gotta say, not bad. Not bad at all. I'm quite happy. I wish Kylo had his helmet on. Would make it a lot better. But I liked Kylo without his helmet off on this figure. It just speaks to me. I should probably get the Force Awakens Kylo to have one with a helmet on. That would make sense, wouldn't it? But I like the way he looks with Vader and Kylo. Again, I'll have to find something to do, where to put him. This kind of sash here is really riding up, and I don't really know how to get it to sit where it's supposed to. It's not quite doing what it needs to, which is kind of annoying. But if that's my only annoyance with it, really, then overall, not a bad thing. I do wish I had some more figures to go with this. Maybe when Hot Toys does a light side line of the light side or something, they'll release a couple light side guys. Maybe even I'll get a Cal Kestis, which is the thing I want the most from Hot Toys right now, is a Cal Kestis. Just some more video game Jedi. That'd be awesome to have, but we'll just have to wait and see. What we don't have to wait for is articulation, because we're going to get to that right now. And we, technically speaking, have a life-ending 360 degrees, but you have to really fight the world for it. Head goes up as far as you can imagine. Head goes forward about that much because it's got this long chin piece. Solid back and forth. It's just on like this blank neck. And it, I believe, a ball peg, so you got pretty much freedom to run here. You just got to remember, if you want the hood on, it's going to look really weird if you do something like that. Put the hood off, you can do pretty much whatever you want. Arm goes up that far. Arm goes up that far. It's pretty fabricy, so you do get some good freedom of motion. You could probably go much, yeah. So you got some really good freedom here, which is always nice for a character like this. Just, you won't get any ab crunch because all of that, obviously. This piece will probably present, oh, maybe not. If you lift it up, you get some pretty decent range. Leg doesn't go up very far, though. Leg doesn't go back very far. Knee bend out the world. And there's a split cut here at the boot, so you can get as much out of that as you need, which is ideal. So I can get some really cool action poses out of this guy, which makes me always very happy. Let's skedaddle off to the end of the video now. So in my foolish attempt to try to recreate the picture on the pose on the front of the box, I discovered I suck at trying to recreate the pose on the front of the box. I don't know how to get the arms to cross the way it is on the front of the box, but I tried my best. So, like, please don't make fun of me. Oh, my spinning turntable has died, which means I have to now do this manually. So all in all, I'd say I'm pretty happy with this figure. And it's a pretty good introduction to this evil dark side line that Hot Toys currently has going on. I know there's a lot of things in here. Legends, Dark Side Luke, General Grievous, Star Killer, which I'm very excited for. What else is there? I think Revenge of the Sith Palpatine falls under this line. Shattered Armor Darth Vader. There's a lot going on, and it's all very good stuff for the most part. So I'm very excited to see what else this line has in store for the long run. I think what we have is pretty much it, though. Oh, Savage Press, I think, falls under that as well, which is a huge shock, and I'm very excited for that one. Actually, no, we're in a new year, so the Dark Side line would be over. So maybe we'll see what Hot Toys does this year, if they do anything at all. But all in all, I'm glad that I got Darth Malgus. I'm very happy that we got what we got, because there's some good ones in there. Malgus, this guy, Star Killer, Grievous. Grievous is a huge, huge win, because the Sideshow one is falling apart. Mine's in actual pieces right now. But getting back to the topic at hand, yes, I love this guy. No, I hate the hood. Yes, I think you should get it if you're a fan of Star Wars, or if you're a fan of the Old Republic era, or if you're just a fan of evil hooded guys with masks. I think this guy checks all of those boxes really nicely. And for the most part, Hot Toys did a very good job of recreating a figure no one ever thought Hot Toys would ever do. Same with Star Killer. I wish they would do a regular looking Star Killer, because as much as I like the evil one, I love that regular Star Killer so much more. Maybe someday I'll have a Star Killer in my collection. Well, I mean, an actual Star Killer, the one that just looks like Sam Witwer. But I do technically have a Sam Witwer collection already with the Clone Wars Maul. And my fingers are getting tired from spinning this. If you've picked up this guy, or any guy from the Dark Side collection, feel free to let me know which ones you've grabbed, because there's a lot to choose from. Are you an avid coin collector? Have you been collecting all of the 6-scale coins, the cool guy coins? I heard if you collect all of them, nothing happens. Because like I said, I only grabbed a few with the coin just to see what the whole hubbub of the coin was about. But there's probably plenty more to see than just coins in this world, so I've moved on from coins, and I'm now on to, I don't know, collecting other things. But I'm happy that I got this guy, and I hope you are too. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, please feel free to like and subscribe, because the channel's been doing rather nicely recently, and I'm loving where we're going and what I'm being able to do. So I want to keep that momentum up as much as possible, especially because the momentum has died on this thing. So we got to keep the momentum going, because my fingers are getting tired. And like the video, so I know that you're enjoying these videos just as much as I enjoy making them. And with all of that out of the way, I've been me, and you've been you, and thank you for watching another 6-scale figure review. Hopefully you join me next time when we review something maybe new. I will see you then.